NewsRadio This Week.
The one-day token strike launched by more than 1,000 trade unions representing all sectors demanding the president and the government to step down ended at midnight. Accordingly, all services and operations of the state service, power, health, water, ports, education and postal are expected to function as per usual today. A number of services were disrupted yesterday owing to the island-wide strike. However, services at hospitals and other essential services continued unhindered. The Intercompany Employees Union said failure to heed demands for the President, Prime Minister and the government to step down will result in a hartal being worked on from the 6th of May. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa agreed to form an all-party government in principle. President Rajapaksa, in a letter directed to leaders of political parties representing parliament, has accordingly invited all factions to take up posts in the proposed government. President Rajapaksa held discussions regarding the formation of a new government with all political parties earlier this week. The framework of the new government, resignation of the incumbent Prime Minister and the government, as well as the modalities of the proposed all-party government were discussed. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa reiterated that he will not resign from the post of Prime Minister. The Prime Minister said queues for essential services including fuel, gas, electricity and medicines must be brought to an end. The Prime Minister believes that queues can be brought to an end within a short time period. The Prime Minister also stated that the government is committed to overcoming all challenges. The Samagi Jana Balawegaya claimed the no-confidence motion against the government will be tabled in Parliament before the 4th of May. Parliamentarian Ashok Singh said 125 members of parliament have signed the motion thus far. The MP said requests have also been directed for MPs of the group of 11 and the 10 independent backbenchers to sign the motion. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka requested the support of Sri Lankans overseas and other well-wishers to avoid further economic issues by helping build up the country's foreign reserves that have fallen dangerously low. Issuing a statement, the Central Bank assured all donors that their funds would be used to purchase essential items such as medicine, fuel and food. A 3-member committee consisting of senior officials have been appointed by the Governor of the Central Bank in order to ensure all remittances and expense transactions are carried out with transparency. 4 police officers, including former SSP of Kegal KB Kirtiratna, were arrested by the Criminal Investigations Department on Thursday night in relation to the shooting in Rambukkana that resulted in the death of a protester. The arrest was made on an order issued by the Kegal Magistrates Court. Former Kegal SSP KB Kirtiratna, who was the chief commanding officer during the shooting, was arrested in Colombo. The CID also arrested 3 police constables in connection to the incident in Kundasale, Kandy. Police informed that further action will be taken in accordance with the court directive. The police headquarters received the order issued by the Kegal Magistrates Court to arrest all policemen involved in the shooting on the 19th of April. The price of a 12.5 kilogram litro gas cylinder was increased by 2,185 rupees to 4,860 rupees. The 12.5 kilogram cylinder was sold previously for 2,675 rupees. Meanwhile, a 5 kilogram cylinder was increased by 874 rupees to 1,945 rupees and a 2.3 kilogram cylinder by 404 rupees to 910 rupees. Litro Gas Company said it will resume domestic gas cylinder distribution today. The Secretary of the Ministry of Finance has issued a special circular to curtail government expenditure. The circular has been issued to all ministries, state ministries, chief secretaries of provincial councils and heads of departments. A special set of guidelines have been issued containing 17 methods to control project expenditure, reduce fuel and communication costs, and suspend allocations for welfare and relief. The circular also orders the suspension of appointments that are yet to be made, despite preliminary work having been done for recruitments in the public sector. Global rating agency Standard & Poor's has lowered long-term foreign currency sovereign credit ratings on Sri Lanka to SD selective default from CC as the country missed an interest payment on bonds. On the 18th of April, Sri Lanka missed interest payments on $1.25 billion international sovereign bonds maturing in 2023 and 2028. In a statement, S&P said, "We do not expect the government to make the coupon payments within 30 calendar days after their due dates." At the same time, it also lowered ratings on bonds to D default from CC. However, it affirmed that the CCC/C rating for the local currency sovereign ratings. Meanwhile, the outlook on the local currency ratings remains negative. The negative outlook reflects the high risk that the government could restructure its local currency debt amid Sri Lanka's economic, external and fiscal pressures. The rating agency added it could lower the local currency ratings if there are indications of non-payment or restructuring of Sri Lankan rupee-denominated obligations.
News Radio This Week.